What's going on, y'all? Good day, good evening, good morning, afternoon, good night, everywhere you are. Crispy Bacon says first. Crispy Bacon says first. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well, man. Crispy Bacon in the building. These names. Crispy Bacon. Yo, I've been the past couple days I kind of like took a little hiatus off the crypto social media. Not entirely though, because I was watching, here and there, but not as focused as, previous days. But how's everybody feeling? Because September, you know, if you want to think about 3 quarters in a year, this is the third quarter. October come around, it'll be the fourth quarter. And what we working with? It's hard to be fake, man. Or I should say it's hard for me to like pretend like, things are not what they are. It's not easy for me to lie like that. I'm not a good liar, bro. And I just look at things and I try to make sense out of what I try to make sense out of what I could. Other than that, I don't know. Other than that, I leave alone overall. But I see a lot of people on X are happy about the marketing campaign. I'm like, yo, man, that's cool. You could be happy about whatever you like. Like it's cool. Marketing campaign. You see what materializes from that. All we can do is wait. All we can do is wait. Live our lives, and as far as crypto goes, we wait. I had a conversation with somebody recently, and they were telling me about crypto and how it's the next best thing. You know, they're talking about their core coins, and when I heard, it's a language thing. It's a language because the core coins that folks are really into DeFi, really in the trenches of DeFi, versus those who are not, our understanding can be completely different, or we could speak a totally different language. Like his set of core coins. Shout out to the originator, BTC and Ethereum. Okay, cool. And then he started delving into some other stuff, and I'm like, okay, no judgment, just let him talk. And yo, I the conversation, I didn't have a long time to really talk because he was talking about some centralized stuff, and I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool. You gotta learn from somewhere. I started that way, so it's no judgment. But he was speaking from a perspective of being like well informed and knowledgeable. That's what he was trying to give off to help me understand. Like, yo, this guy know what he's talking about. All right, cool. All the coins he was talking about have some major third party stuff going on, and I'm like, yo, all right, bro, like, keep studying. You know, Keep studying. And who am I to even judge what he talking about? Because the coins he talking about, for example, he was like, "Yo, these are the core coins. You gotta stick with the cores." I already mentioned Bitcoin and Ethereum. We know those are the originators. Those are the, what I'm saying? Like, boom. All right, cool. He was like, "Yo, get you some Bitcoin." I was like, "Oh yeah, what else?" He was like, "Yo, you definitely need to get you some Ethereum for sure." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what else?" He was like, "Yo, some XLM." I was like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Yeah, man, for sure." And then he was like, "Yeah, some XRP." Oh yeah. And all I could say is, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, some Hedera hash graph, some Aptos, Pactos, Nactos, lactose intolerance." I was like, "Oh, all right, man." What else? He was like, some. And I'm like, "All right, cool." If this was me 3 years ago, I would have been like, "Nah, son, nah, you got it all wrong. Don't deal with all that, man. Yo, you gotta wait till this thing called Pulse Chain come through, man. That's DeFi, bro. Real decentralization, bro. What you talking about, man? You got somebody that's gonna take stuff away from you. That's not crypto, bro. You gotta come to Pulse Chain where I couldn't come with that energy this time." Fire 82. We rich yet? Yo, we rich in spirit, bro. You know what I mean? That's what I believe personally. It's just that life, materialism has to catch up to us, but we're already rich in spirit. Rich on the chain? I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not rich on the chain yet. Fire in 82 was good, man. Yo, I don't know, man. Like, and I'm the type of person, like, I like to, I don't talk about I learned a long time ago, yo, don't be talking about like everything you experiment with in crypto, because more often than not, things don't turn out right. And then you look crazy in these social media platforms. You're looking crazy when things don't work out, right? People blame you. So it's like certain things I don't talk about. But yo, trust and believe, this whole time I've been like trying to, you got to get in where you fit in and make sure things are what they are. Take the proper risks. And yeah, especially on Pulse. Yo, shit. Especially on Pulse. Like it wasn't all about some boring cores, some boring 4 cores. That's just all you doing is just DCAing. All you doing is just spending your hard earned and just putting that joint in a black hole that doesn't seem like it's closing up. We need that black hole to close up, bro. Whatever vacuum, sinkhole that we keep pouring our money in needs to close up already, bro. But look, the reality, the truth is, these markets are cyclical, right? And whatever period that we're in right now is what it is, because we didn't experience a bull market on Pulse. Absolutely not. Some projects have done very well though, and that's the part that was an eye-opening thing for me. Like, I thought talking about some core coins was all I needed to talk about, and that we'd be fine overall, because I'm thinking, yo, everybody doing good luck. Every other project that didn't really deal with core like that, of course you need Pulse for the gas and blah blah blah, but projects that launch their own situations, own, protocol, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, y'all good. That's good. Let's stick with the cause, right? Sticking with the cause has helped people remain intellectually poor, right? Like what we doing? What we doing? Bruh, if you didn't have a job, some means to generate revenue and earn income, have any type of stream of revenue, and all you were banking on was some cause, you had to go grift. You had to. How else you gonna eat? If all you want to do is not work and talk about some cores, some core coins, all you're left to do is to keep hitting licks. Grift after grift after, you have to. And I'm not making excuses for any freaking scammers. I'm not making excuses. I'm just speaking about what has taken place that many people don't want to talk about. If you were just holding on to a dream, a wing and a prayer, hoping about some 4 core coins, and that's all you did, you didn't work, you didn't have your own business bubbling, you were making no type of outside money, and all you were talking about was some core coins, you had to devise schemes to make money off the backs of the people. You had to do that because you got to eat, right? That's crazy, that's deplorable, and that sucks. But that's what many people over here were doing and have been doing and will continue to do, because I don't see the cause changing anything, trajectory, nothing. Y'all talk to me, you keep talking to me about some marketing campaign. You know how many times we've seen on the chain pulse alerts, hex alerts, all these alerts on Twitter would tell you, oh, yo, so much money is being bridged in, but much more is being bridged out back to Ethereum. All this bridging in, oh, yeah, this and that. In the last such and such hours, this is recent. In the last 24 hours, oh, I think $1.5 million was bridged onto Pulse. And it's meager results. And we're in September. Yo, folks, like, real talk, man, like, what does it take for people to really see things for what they are, admit it, and engender some type of honor? Oh, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Honor, ethics. We're dealing with money. That's void. Those things are void when you're dealing with money and human greed, goodwill, fellowship, doing things right. Good luck, buddy. When you're dealing with money, you're still dealing with a situation that's still considered, in my eyes, nobody cares. Crypto's a wild, wild west, right? Compared to everything else we could think of as far as monetary system. Crypto, they're trying their best. They're trying their darnest to do some regulations and this and that, and I get that. But it's still dog eat dog. Like, as far as like, yo, you can get scammed, you can get fleeced easy every day. Because that's the nature of the beast. But you have some good people out here, yo. You got to find them, though. You got to find them. You got to work to find them. Yeah, a good person didn't just knock on my door and said, hi, I'm a good person. No, I had to be in the trenches. I had to be in the trenches. So you have commercialism, where people like the person I was talking to will tell me about some core coins that you need, core coins, or tell me about some stellar lumens. They'll tell me about some XRP and all that. And I'm not trying to shade them, but I don't care about some damn stellar lumens. And maybe that's my mistake. Maybe that's my mistake that I don't care about some Hedera hash graph right now. I don't care about none of that, right? I don't care about none of that. I'm glad. I'm glad Ethereum still exists, and I'm glad we have a developer who develops on Ethereum. Huh? Sonny Pendu. I'm glad he's still doing what he's doing. But he's one person. But that one person is quality versus the shenanigans that we got going on out here in these streets. You got to find them though. They're out here, but you got to really, really put in that work. And that work is subjective. Some people are luckier than others. They can just bump into somebody who could give them that great sauce with all the fire ingredients in that sauce to make your palate satiated and satisfied because you got the alpha of alpha. Many people are not that lucky though. You got to lose. You got to gamble. You have to experiment. You got to take chances. You got to lose everything many times over and not give up if your heart and mind are in the right place to say, nah, there's something here I got to find in, man. Crypto, this whole thing, I got to figure this out. I got to figure this out. And then maybe you'll have the opportunity to get the information you need and then finally start having a good experience. You know, it's been kind of crazy, man. Like, I'm looking at how things are. Jay, everything in the building. Gratitude. I'm looking at how things are. Like on this side of the situation, and it's like, yo, this is crazy, man. Sometimes you got to step outside of yourself and try to be objective as possible and just look at what's going on the chain. Like for real. Include your founder and everything else, all the influences, all that, the activity that's taking place on the chain, and even connected and related to the market as a whole. But you want to look at things from the outside looking in, and you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at what you realize. They're like, yo, this is what I'm involved with. I see the potential, right? You could see the potential. And then when you seeing it go the opposite way of what can possibly occur, you're like, yo, this is crazy. And that's been my experience on this chain for 2.5 years. Like, yo, this thing could really make something happen if things could just work a certain way. But the people refuse to play ball in that way, in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's so tough and brutal. Like, truth be told, bro. Truth be told, I've been through bear markets before, but this has been the craziest situation. Like, I don't wish this on anybody coming into crypto to have the experience that many of us had. For example, the last 4 years in the situation, bro. Not at all, right? 4 years ago, that nondescript coin hit 10,000x. 4 years ago. I mean, like, bro. And then retraces back down 99%, bro. And has been down for years, bro. Like, when you want to be the first at something, Don't you want to be the first at doing great and keep that accolade, support those efforts and continue to like raise the mark, raise the bar, and keep reaching for it? It seemed like dude hit the 10,000x and he was like, all right, I'm good. His actions, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I did it. I'm good. Thank you for the 1.6 billion. I did my 10,000. And for the foreseeable future, I'll just keep talking to y'all in circles. Is that not what's part of been what's been happening? No, but some of y'all would be like, oh no, but he had to battle in court. He beat them. He beat them, quote unquote. But people who try to sue him, the boogeyman, that monster, the 3-letter monster, he beat them on paper. And it's just been, yo, this is what people have to really like. They don't want to wrap the ENJ dub in the building. Bruh. You see the window is closing, man. Like you said, I agree. We got less than 90 days before the crap hits the fan in the streets. We got less than 90 days, bro. And I'm trying to be generous and extend it for the rest of the year. Like, as far as lending some kind of hope, yo, it's weird. It's weird, bro. This is weird. I don't believe anybody talking out here that's in that community. I don't believe a word from anyone. I trust none of them. No voice, except the ones that have been. Yeah, let me be fair. I can't say I don't trust. I like listening to maybe one or two people now, yo. Like, and it's just not now. It's the one that been keeping the same energy. The ones that have been keeping the same energy, and that's not many of them. There's not many. Like, I don't, the majority. I don't listen to these whatever conferences stuff like that. Yo, what is? And people are just, what are you doing for the sake of boredom? You're just gonna just click up on the internet, call yourself having a conference, and then what? You're gonna create new ways to have different types of conferences. You're gonna have a StreamYard conference just for the sake of having, like, what are you talking? Then you're looking at these charts. The math isn't mathing. So you're gonna get on Twitter, expose yourself to a maelstrom of a bull posting, bullish every day for weeks, for months, for years. And you're looking at the chart and you're not seeing the spoils of all this internet work spill over to these markets. You're not seeing that. Meanwhile, chains that we were told are garbage, right, are filled with admin keys. Chains that you have to turn off and on. Chains that have all this quote unquote bad stuff going on with them have done a lot better. A lot better in the last year. Not even say the whole 2.5 years with In the last year, they just done better than, when like people, you could tell people are tired. Like I could tell people are tired, right? Because that's natural, bro. Like after 4 years, you're like, yo, what's going on? 4 years ago, the coin went 10,000, right? Could anyone would have imagined that 4 years into the future, people are just praising bootleg Etch a Sketch? The bootleg Etch a Sketch. You're praising receiving a bootleg Etch a Sketch in the mail. Would you have fathomed? Like, I don't know what 4 years from now is going to bring. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. But I'm going to tell you, 4 years ago until now, and people are jumping for joy and taking pictures with a bootleg Etch a Sketch. It's just pure comedy, bro. You have to laugh. It's like a 4 year long bipolar experience. High and low lows. That's what it's been. High and low, and not even because there's been no highs. There's been no real highs. Well, when the chain came out, it went up what 2.5x, and that's it. And when it came out, that was with the first month, 2.5 years ago. There've been no highs. There've been no highs. It's just been lows and when new lows. And let's just go sideways and keep going lower and lower, and say some sideways and lower, and maybe see a little bit of increase and just stay sideways and keep going lower. And I've said this too. I don't think some people will say, they waiting for him, they waiting for the founder to stream. Why are you waiting for the founder to stream? Don't wait for the founder to stream. The founder ain't streaming. He behaves like, you could tell, like, because all this espousing of, you want to see something done, you do it. You don't work for anybody. But he's a type, he don't like authority like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't understand, right? Military and anything military like that. He wouldn't make it. Period. Like, dude would just go, get out of here, bro. You don't respect authority. Period. Right? Which has its whatever. So, given the fact that anytime you see any type of 10% increase in your core, 15%, maybe 20%, given the fact that you see any kind of bump up, and then you see an immediate sell down for 2.5, that dude ain't gonna be trying to give anybody any type of bone. He'll be like, nah. As petty as dude is, we'll tell you about you an idiot. We'll make all these weird, insulting comments and then flip it and beg for a car, beg you to do this, beg to do that. Like, you're not helping people coming online. What are you gonna stream for? People are after him. You see how it is? It's not hard to figure things out. The pre-uploaded things he does, all you see is a face and no background because somebody can do some type of deep search. Scary position to be in, bro. Very uncomfortable position. Very uncomfortable position. And I've always said, like, who's advising this guy? Like, who, right? Who's providing like counsel, not just attorneys, bro? Like, who's giving you advice, bro? Like, what are you doing? Well, make no mistake, though. Make no mistake. I believe people in the community communicate with them, and not on some Twitter. And I explained that already. Like, they've been communicating. How would you know all of a sudden to, like, mobilize? Somebody telling you about some shipping container, and all of a sudden certain things just started mobilizing, right? All of a sudden, this, that, this. Shipping container, this, that. There's a whole team now. Team this, that. How? If you disconnected from this, right? How would it even materialize? Exactly. Because they're not disconnected. These games that people play, and then it's just like, yo, bro, like you're giving away toys to I've even heard somewhere, I don't know if it's true, like there's supposed to be some money involved when you get the toy. I don't even know. It's just the smoke screen, the distractions, all that is just like, it's almost damn near predictable. Like you could see it and see right through it. You're watching it and you're like, yo, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, do you not, like, you see, some people, bro, heartless. The dude got heart in his name and will pretend like this and that, and this. But yo, what you've been doing, like, it's 2.5 years. There's certain people that it's like everybody has their own weight to carry in life. Not everybody can deal with games the same, like, especially the foolishness this person engages in. Weird this, weird that, like messaging that people love to decode the riddles. It's exhausting. Over here in the States, I'm not sure how it is, in different parts of the world. Over here in the States, we're approaching the fall. And at the end of the year, it'll be the winter. And this time period, right? For certain people, many people across the world, it's a special time of the year. Like, folks like to get together and celebrate. Many people are alone, though, during this time period towards the end of the year. But many people who are alone, this is the worst time of the year for them. We're approaching a time period for them that is absolutely difficult, will be difficult for many, right? And when you have people who just been trying to believe in you, believe in everything you said, everything you say, And these last 2.5 years, things have not materialized to a certain level to bring and offer some kind of monetary relief. We're not even talking about just getting some money. Some people are dependent on some stuff because they overextend, they over leverage, they just put too much that they could afford to. They just, because they just simply believe. Some people just do things on a blind. They get blind faith and they dive in. And when they believe in your words so strong and everything you got going on, they sacrifice for freedom of speech, assembly, this and that, Pulse Chain, Pulse X. They've been around, believing in it, hardcore. 4 years, 5 years, 6, all this time, maybe even less than 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, found, and they're like, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because they have nothing else going for them, because they're alone in the world. And it's not an affront. It's just like, yo, you want to attach to good things or something you perceive to be good? Why wouldn't you connect with it? Why wouldn't you appreciate it? Why wouldn't you, right? Because this person's talking that good talk. Okay, cool. But when the actions are not matching the talk, it's a problem. And then you're approaching the end of the year. About to be holiday season. And some people, they're not looking forward to it. Because for them, the holiday seasons don't feel good. And then you are continuing to play games with people. These psychological and emotional games with people. What type of person are you really? But what you want to do is put a little Band-Aid on a gaping wound. You want to just put a little Band-Aid, smooth it over. Let me just, apply this Band-Aid, or, lightly apply this brush stroke over you going through your trauma, because you're not responsible for the traumas that people have experienced in life, right? But you're not even responsible for the healing process, because you keep playing games. You now want to throw out a Christmas stream. Come on, bro. That's what's going to happen again this year. That's what people got to look forward to, because you're not seeing any green. You're not seeing any candles right now. So look forward to a Christmas stream. It's nasty work, bro. Diversifying the building. I see you. You understand? Like, and I'm giving you this heads up like months ago. I hope by the time, if by the time December rolls around, I hope this is a different situation. Like, really, I hope I'm wrong, yo. I hope like things change for everybody involved, for the better, Because you keep hearing about somebody telling you want to make something a better place. How are you helping to achieve that when your last effort, your most recent efforts publicly are mailing toys to adults who end up giving the toy to a children because the shit's useless? Like, really? Are these tablets that people could use, the kids can use when they go to school? School season just started. You're playing games with people for the sake of playing games, just because you were into video games. You gave that up, but you continue to play games. You just leveled up in your foolishness by manipulating the minds and heartstrings of individuals who look towards connecting to this guy. There had to been a connection for you to believe so hard, and like to a point where people don't want to see any faults. They close their eyes, narrow. They put on the blinders and don't want to see any acknowledge any shortcoming, any flaws, any mistakes that this man has done, and continues to do. They don't want to acknowledge any of the hypocrisy or contradictions. Is everything he does is right. Yeah, we behind you. Yay! No, bro. No, what you're doing is not cool. It's not. You're playing with people. And in many cases, some people, they're not talking like I am, like get on a some kind of device and talk online. They're not gonna do that. But it doesn't mean they don't understand what I'm saying. It doesn't mean that they don't even want to, like, it's hard, right? Some people would never admit. They don't want to because it's too gut wrenching. You know what I'm saying? To be like, yo, damn, man, he's speaking some stuff right here. It's hard to disagree. Hard to disagree, bro. I'm not doing this to be right. I'm not doing this to be right. I'm doing this so people could be all right. So people could be okay. Because for years, bro, like for years, I would get on this thing and I'd be like, yo, we one day closer to the next all-time high. I was putting in crazy work, getting on a device, streaming all the time, consistent. Oh, one day closer to the next all-time highs for these cores. Then I had to like stop because I'm like, wait a minute. I'm looking at everything else taking place here that's affecting the all-time highs for the cause. And you think I'm going to just keep talking the same talk and pretending like these problems don't exist? But I'm going to be a proponent for harm. And I'm not in this to harm people. I'm not in this to help people lose. It's not what I do this for. Not doing this to hurt people. Like, it's just right. It's just a mixed message. That's why I've just been on a certain wave to like say, oh, wait a minute. The messaging, my messaging can't continue like it did 2 years ago. It can't continue like that. 3 years, 2.5 years. The beginning of last year was when I said, all right, enough is enough. And I started throwing this whole thing out there about like, yo, what is this glizzy stuff y'all keep doing here? What is this about? Y'all just launch it for the sake of launching. You're not launching because you care like that. You pretend like you care on stream, but you just want to fill up your coffers talking about you creating something that's supposed to be, it's supposed to add to the betterment of Pulse Chain and its users. That you're trying to help people understand they needed something that they didn't know they needed. So they have to spend money on a situation that's just been down and down and down. Yo, I had to turn it off. I had to turn off the campaigning of next closer to the next all-time high. And now, a year and a half ago, I had to get on it, man. After the EHEX debacle, yo, I was like, yo, all right, something weird going on, bro. This ain't right. This ain't right. You stop supporting anything close to anything maximalism. And if that's cool, if that's what it is, then that's cool. Anything close to anything maxi is no longer a thing at all. It's just from the founder. You're not going to publicly say nothing about maxi, nothing. The last time he did that was in the fall of 2023 when he asked on Twitter where my maxis at. It just some kind of feel-good engagement farming thing. Well, Maxi's that. So everybody was charged up. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's been cricket since. Because it's not about some Maxi nothing. It's about him looking for relevance to try to find a way to like whatever. I don't know. Crispy Bacon on the money right here. It says RH can organize international shipping containers with customs clearance with custom clearance forms, but he can't stream presentable PLS. Community is stupid. It's listen. I tell you, man. You know what? It doesn't. This is what I mean by the math. People don't want to call things out and see things for what it is. And when we say call out, like for me, when I say call certain things out, yeah, it's a challenge. Yeah, it's a question. Yeah, you're trying to bring things to the surface and say, what is this? What is going on here? But you watching other things take place. It's just the lies, lying to your face situation is what I don't like, is what I don't support. Thinking people are just going to take everything you say at face value, I don't support that. You're not the only intelligent person out here, you know, but you want to behave and do whatever, and it's cool. And these people who are supposed to be, quote unquote, community, quote unquote, thought leaders, key opinion leaders, like what leader? What leader are you? They tried to do that 2 years ago, and how's that work? It turned out to be this. Where leaders could just launch coins, launch projects, and it's just like, yeah, whatever. And then keep the feather in their hat, talk about they built something. What have you built? I built this. What have you done? Shut up. You think the world is gonna want to come into crypto and everybody in the world is gonna be building something? Come on, bro. What reality are people living in, man? What have you built? Doesn't matter. How are you helping people become well off financially? It's not even about being rich. How are you helping people resolve their financial burdens in life? Because everybody can't be rich. You're gonna have to have some people who just live in a hard, you know what I'm saying, tough situation. You're not the creator here, creating a situation where everyone is oh kumbaya utopia. That doesn't exist. That's not real. How you building something? Well, what are you talking about? Having a conversation with people in real life, educating them on something that's supposed to be good, powerful, useful. That's how you build it. So these people, they just want to just throw words at you, right? To do what? Like the kids say, gaslight, stupid shit. Because none of that turns into making money. It just gets into these weird ego battles. Because you're looking at something here that's supposed to be working and the price isn't working. You know? It is what it is, folks. Price isn't working. But I looked at the chart yesterday and I was like, yo, wow. I hadn't seen the chart in like a week. I looked at the chart yesterday. I'm like, my goodness, bro. Yeah, give it take 7 days. You know, I looked at it, I'm like, yo, this is like, y'all talking to me about a campaign. Or the wealthy people didn't like the toys they got. They're talking to me about a campaign. One of the influencers in the community said on Twitter that If everyone were to ignore your founder, that's when you would see the chain pump. If everyone were to stop listening to the founder, like just do the same thing he says people should do if you see people trolling or criticizing heavily, like not like hating and all this stuff, mute them, block them. If everyone were to do the same thing towards dude, like, yo, forget about this guy, bro. Like whatever. Like, then you will see something happen. Because, and I have to agree with that thought leader, I put that in quotes, thought leader. I have to agree. Because it's just true. If you don't, it's like you can see what triggers the dude. You can see lack of attention triggers your man's, right? Shaming dude, because that's what happened too in the last few months. People are like, yo, you work for us now. Insulting him all crazy and gave proof of like, yo, your shit ain't right. Like, this is what you got. And then you started to see change. It's those things that would trigger dude to do something. In fact, that's what, like, the whole marketing, the whole how, oh, you work for us. And then guess what happened after that? Oh, all of a sudden, shipping container, this, come on, bro. But nothing in the charts. And then want to flip the script, twist things around about your PRC 20 copies. Everything was about a free airdrop gimmick, marketing gimmick. And then this year, you hear the vast majority of the airdrops are worthless. So what's the point? What was the point? You talk about the coin that the best performing coin was a PRC 20 cop, the best performing, that he didn't create. The best performing coin. All of a sudden, a couple months later after that, I have nothing to do with the coin. I'm going to give you 30 tweets telling you, yo, leave me alone. There's some Vietnam situation taking place here. Extractor, it ain't me. Y'all are idiots. Yo, you're moving like a child. What's wrong with you? But 2 months prior, this was the best performing coin. 2 billion% increase in value and price. And guess what? The problem with that is, it's not only is the flip-flopping disgusting, nasty work. The problem with that is, I don't care if you believe in the coin or not. The problem with that is the entire chain. Like you want to talk about some Hart's Law, liquidity bonding. You You see how he tried to nuke that coin to oblivion. And guess what happened? The opposite effect took place. The opposite effect. Not only did it continue to split the community that was already fractured and broken, but the majority of the coins that people care about are tied, bonded, paired with that PRC 20 that you were once praising went up 2 billion%, and then 2 months later is, oh, woe is me, I got nothing to do with the coin. It's a minting inflation nightmare, extractor nightmare. But your whole situation, operation on the chain is bonded to the same nondescript coin that went up 2 billion%. To the point where, and this is the crazy thing too, because people Folks don't want to learn like they should. Not only have these coins, your core of the core, not only have the four core coins been bonded and tied to that same nondescript coin that went up 2 billion%, that 2 months later he did 30 something tweets talking about don't tie me with that coin. People have burned their liquidity pairs tied to that coin. So that shit, it will always be a thing. You can't just this. It will always be a thing. Yo, Gandhiji, Gandhiji, Gandhiji. Yo, you know. He said, "Sup, bro? Sup, bro? Sorry, I'm late. I couldn't get the device to work. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking you meant you got the package. You got the mail marketing device, the Etch a Sketch, the bootleg Etch a Sketch, and it's not working. You know what I'm saying? If you had gotten the bootleg Etch a Sketch, bro, that would make my day. I'd Yo, Master Glizzy in the building, DOC in the building. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Reaching out across the window, electric eyes everywhere. Reaching out across the moonlight. If baby all yourself, if they say why, tell them that is human nature, and they do it this way. Oh no, that way. MJ in the building. What's up, MJ? MJ in the building. Hey yo. Hey yo. Oh man. Oh, you did? You ordered your own thing? Yo, what is it? Bruh, you don't even have to tell me. I think I've seen those things in some kind of somewhere. I think when I'm like my kids had that like years ago, like during COVID or something like that. During the lockdown, like they got it from school, remote learning. Bruh, electronic like tablet. Nobody cares about that. I didn't know MJ. Yo, there was other songs too. There's other songs that Michael Jackson sings that I love, bro. But it's something about human nature, bro. I That's one of the songs when I was a kid. I played that. I had that on loop when before loop was loop. I was at one of my cousin's house. They had the phonograph record player, but it was for toys, and it could play 12-inch records. and it was the Thriller album. And out of all the songs, Human Nature came on, bro. That needle stayed on Human Nature, and it must have been for hours. I was just there, like, well, you know, I was kind of unsupervised, and love it, man. And so, yo, MJ in the building, MJ in the building, man. That's it. That's what we doing. MJ in the building, man. You know, you wanna be starting something. You got to be starting something. So you wanna be starting. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Peace, brother. Enjoy your day, man. Enjoy your day. Keep doing that good work, y'all. Keep doing the good work, man. Keep doing the good work. Yo, Gandhi, I'm telling you, man. Yo, Gandhi, once you appeared again this summer, this year, bro. Listen, you one of the only saving grace in this crypto situation. Like for me, I'm telling you, bro. Saving grace, bro. Like I mean that from is from me to you, and I say it, bro, because I have there's no reservation whatsoever. It is what it is. Because other than that, you know, I'm waiting for this thing on this fork of Ethereum to do something. But you came through and said, look, this NFT right here is earning you Ethereum. Earning you Ethereum. Just hold it and it earns Ethereum. The NFT. You hold it, it earns Ethereum. And there's much more to it than just that. It's not just as simple as I explained. There's a lot more involved, folks. Bruh, the dude came through with this situation. I'm like, I'm going to add this to my experience for 2025. It's the saving grace. There's another one that I talked about too, but it's on the Pulse Chain side of things. I hope they cook and continue to cook. Prime Ape ecosystem, and they need to continue to cook. They're doing the best they can, but you're dealing with a deranged man, a deranged situation, man. Do your research. Dealing with a deranged situation, and all the other small groups of people that are serious about what they got going on. Good luck to everybody. If it wasn't for Gandhiji coming through this summer, it would just been like I would just have my whole situation would be like, yo, this ain't it. This wasn't it. Like, in other words, Pulse Chain missed the bull run. Missed it. Is missing it and will miss it. And the dude don't want to just come out and just say, okay, listen, man. Hey guys. Hey, sell pressure. He'll call you sell pressure. He'll call everybody sell pressure like he doesn't sell. Oh, he's never sold. The 08 never sold. Yeah, because you brainwashed. Oh no, but look at the 08. What you mean I'm brainwashed? Look at the 08. The 08, you can see what? The dude loves privacy. Why? So he could do what he could do without anybody really discovering what he's doing. Come on, bro. People, you buy into the fairy tales, bro. You buy into the fairy tales, and some that's just not real. It's fictitious. It's a fantasy. Man in the Mirror was his favorite. Number 7 just came back with India. First time I saw Gandhi was in the video. Wow. Man in the Mirror was a favorite. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Gandhi appeared in that video. That's right. For sure, man. For sure. Something is happening, folks. Something is happening. And I think we're here for the ride. Something is happening. And I still think those of us that are here still, man, we're here for the ride, man. Nothing worth having ever comes easy, it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really put in that work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy, man. You got to put in that work. And over here it's weird. You know, you don't have to go through any pain. Just chill, live life. That's what makes this even more spectacular as far as crypto. You don't have to put yourself through unnecessary grief because no one forced you to do anything. So just chill, be stable, be balanced, clear, and then make a move and make a move and be good with your decision. You don't have to suffer and put all that. That's you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I overextended myself in a situation, then I have to deal with the consequences. In other words, you know what I'm saying? If I was afforded opportunity to have $1 million and then I just put $1 million in some shit coin and then I lose it, that's on me. That's on me. I should have knew better. I have to take some kind of onus and accountability too. These things don't have to be. We don't have to create a nightmarish, hellish experience. You know, hey, you play with this, you may lose everything, or you may win much more. But be good with it either way. Be good with it either way. In other words, don't land. June, I see you said when 10,000 X. I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you, man. I don't think it'll be a 10,000 X anytime soon over here. To be honest, I don't know when. What I was gonna say is like the balance, man. It's about being centered, being calm, being cool, and just do what you have to do, like, and not worry about the outcome too much. Because when you lose, and if you just so it could be gut wrenching, it could be disastrous. I've been there, bro. Like it's not cool. But then when you win, because you didn't leave and you just took a risk, there's an element of luck involved. It's positive. It's like, rewarding and all that. But we gotta chill, man. Like anything that guy talks about, I don't. That 10,000 thing was just a way to reel you in. Oh, 10,000. It went 10,000. Oh, did Bitcoin when it reaches 10,000x? Did it retrace 99%, bro? Did Ethereum when it reaches first 10,000x? Did it retrace 99%, bro? And if it did it just hold out and remain at 99% for 4 years straight? When Bitcoin made its first 10,000x, did it retrace 99% and stayed down for 4 years straight? Let's not say even 4 years straight. Did it stay down for 2.5 years straight, 3 years straight, 2.5 years straight? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Look at people for what they are. You're looking at these people that keep telling you about being positive, stay positive. There's nothing wrong with staying positive, but be real too. Like, open your eyes. Look at both sides of a situation. They couldn't be, they're not objective. Again, like I said, a lot of people don't want to work. They don't want to work, much less like what they want to do is just live off crypto. They just decided this is going to be their lane, this is going to be their thing, and that's that. And then those that have been talking about the core coins realize the core coins haven't materialized for anything, and they don't want to work on top of that. They don't want to hustle. They don't want to. The hustle became grifting on the chain. Let me launch this coin, sacrifice of my donation project garbage. That's what the hustle became. They look to the chain to take as much as they can. Extract from the people. Because also, what's crazy is when the guy kept talking about a giving tree, you gave people a lane to steal from people. You gave people a lane to scheme, to scam, to grift. You gave them that lane. You want to talk about you giving tree, but you know, and that when you issue blockchains, I guess when you create things like that, blockchains, et cetera, all people is favorable for everyone to use. It's available for everyone to use. Not everyone's good out here, so you're gonna have everybody using it and doing everything. I get that. I get that. But when you don't even call out the bad shit that's happening on your chain because you're afraid that the thing it looks like, if he calls out the bad shit that's going on this chain that people have done, that shit will backfire on him. And he don't even care if the supporters really have a good experience and make money or not. He don't care about that. It's about him, his status, his ego, his reputation. That's why he's not calling the people out, I think. That's why he's not calling grifters out. He's not calling the bad actors who've done shady shit on your chain, who you support, because they are in cahoots. Like mine, single life. Where there's smoke, there's fire. A tiger doesn't change its stripes. Like, there's reason for everything. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. If you've been the one acting like you are the hero of crypto, you've been identifying scams that have taken place, you stop doing that because you became a privy, you became a catalyst for that. Because scams have come and gone. I get it. By default, you're gonna, that's what happens. But when you know you got people in your community who've been streaming on your behalf that you know personally, because you've either talked to them, you've talked about them, etc., etc., and they've done things to take money from people, basically take money and rug people, and you do not call them out on the foolishness, and you don't even have to be specific. He put himself in a position where he's now dependent on scammers to continue to do what they do because they got him by the balls. They got him by the balls because one of them was like, yo, he needs to apologize. So is that not having him by the balls? You see what I'm saying here? When one of the weird people who did things that grifted the community, that rugged the people in the community, supported, launched coins, all these things, and rugged liquidity pool. RA said something about don't buy paid groups and conferences, this and that. This conference founder was like, yo, he need to apologize for whatever it's worth. What do you think RH did? He promoted the conference and thanked the guy for holding the conference. As much as you think he tells you, or maybe he wants to make the world believe that he doesn't work for anybody, he works for everybody. He's been working for everybody the whole time. Like, not just because the influencer got on his helmet this year and was making spaces and videos and this and that. Not just he was gone for almost 2 years too, by the way. That guy was gone. That promoter, that guy that, not the founder, but the guy who was like, you work for me now, got on these spaces. No. He was gone for a while. I'm talking about this guy been working for people the whole time, pretending like, oh no, it's not him. He's not working to avoid scrutiny, but you ended up in legal battle anyway with the three-letter monster. But the grifters got him by the balls, though. That's what folks don't want to understand. And you could say the grifters and and the founder are working together. You could easily say that. You could say, yeah, because there's a greater goal of what? Who knows? Because we still waiting for the green candles. I don't know what the goal is, but what's crazy is I think the grifters have more power than this guy right now. Imagine that. Imagine when somebody tells you to apologize and you do it publicly. Uh, what's that display? When you're watching the efforts that these people have done on the chain, launching this and that token, this token, that token, and it's not really helping your chain, and you don't call them out, in the spirit of people talk about shakeout, shaking out. The shakeout is real. The shakeout this, the shakeout that. These people don't seem like to be. They're getting shaken out. Who really holds the power? Yeah, you could say this guy, 90% of everything he got going on is under him. 90% of everything going on the chain, as well as the core coins and everything, is him. Under his control. You could say that, sure. But you need the people. You need the grifters that have been grifting this whole time, because a lot of the grifters are your key opinion leaders. You need the grifters to be on board with everything you got going on, because guess what? They built their own network effect. It's no longer some type of synergistic, symbiotic kind of relationship, give and take, mutual reciprocity. It's uneven right now. It's uneven. Why do I say it's uneven? When your founder plasters how his 4 coins are going up 10, 20, 30% for the day, he'll put that on X. I get the screenshots. I don't know who it is. I don't follow him anymore. But I get the screenshots on the timeline because other people follow him and want to repost, blah, blah, blah. When you see him post out, these coins go up 10, 20, 30%. And then soon after that, immediate sell. Sell, sell, sell. Without fail. It goes without fail. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? More so than about people extracting, it's just like he says, blockchain is speech. Blockchain code is speech. Code is, oh yeah, people are speaking, all right. Yeah. There's a lot of speaking taking place on the chain. A ton of speaking. A ton. You know? So I'm saying, like, nah, the grifters are in control, bro. Not, you know what I'm saying? And he's just falling in line. When a founder like him, obnoxious as he is, you gotta now kowtow behind the grifters. I lose respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lose respect for him. I lost respect for him a long time anyway, but like I don't believe in nothing he got going on. Like, you're nobody special, bro. Because you lost the momentum. The same way you all the people you pass on your way up are the same ones you see come crashing down. That's it. You lost your momentum for some foolishness. Behind what? Behind what? And who has to pick up the broken plates, the broken pieces? Everybody on the chain who's just still waiting, hoping that your electronic toys can pump the market. Nah, folks gotta wake up, folks. Y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta wake up, man. Y'all gotta wake up. All that shit about some cabal, he's tapped in with the cabal. Whoever in the cabal, this cabal, there's a group of people that know what dude is doing, that are in communication with him. Behind us, it is what it is, bro. And they got the power, bro. They know they have the power, and they got him by the balls. And it's a fucked up position to be in, bro. Yo, Mix, you out of control, bro. He said, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Gotta get my yo. What? Yo, son, you oh, you gotta get the three, but yeah, like cringe. Like what this guy? What do you mean 3 minute? You know? And people were decoding that back then. 4 months ago. They were trying to decode that. What are y'all? He gonna say you gotta come, he'll be back in 3 minutes. I get the workout in 3 minutes. It's sad, man. Them people, they got him by the balls, yo. They really do. Y'all don't see, not y'all as far as like my viewers, but I just say that in general. Y'all don't see it, but they got him by the balls, man. The grifters, really, the degens run the chain, and that's cool if the degens were just trying to really create something for many more people to have a great experience. But when you have a certain group of people, degens, that are only self-serving, right? They're only in it to enrich themselves and basically fuck everybody else. That's the problem that we see right now, yo. That's the problem. And the founder can't wiggle his way out of that. And they know that. They got him by the... See, this is why, yo, this guy, bro, he needed some spirituality in his life, but he fucked that up. It is never too late, but you messed that up, bro. I already understand because I'm a man of spirit. This is what I do. I understand more than a little bit of what's missing in dude and what he does. Not to say you got to get on a pulpit and start talking that talk, that fiery talk, that cosmic talk. We're not talking about that. We're talking about crypto, giving things simple and practical for the common person, regular human being. Cool. But you want to play a game with these people, man. You want to play a game with individuals. You don't know who's out here, bro. You don't know who's out here. You don't know who's out here, who's listening to you. That's why you got to give respect. Give respect. Give respect. Earn respect. Be a person of honor. You don't know who's listening to you. You don't know who's who. Don't underestimate no one. This guy will tell you everybody's an idiot. What do you think you're going to engender back? What do you think, even if it's funny, even if it's out of jest, even if he's trolling, joking, what do you think what kind of energy you're going to get back? Like, really? So now they got him where they got him by the balls, for real. They got him. And he can't move the way he want to move. Literally. Like, you could see it. Literally. Sucks. What that billionaire, quote unquote, air quotes, billionaire told him back in May 2022. He had Saudi friends who were unhappy with the fact that Pulse didn't launch in May of 22, like dude predicted. Threatened him. Threatened him. That's documented. Don't act like, there's not one person that holds all the knowledge in the world. There's not one person that holds all the knowledge. Things, that's not reality. It's not the world we live in. But when you're trying to act like you're the best of this, you this and that, the greatest, you will be tested. You will be tested. Not only will you be tested, you're going to have to prove your salt. And if it is what it is, you're not prepared, you're not protected the way you should be. Oh, you will be somebody's puppet, and he's being puppeteered by the grifters on this chain who are communicating via blockchain activities. They are communicating and showing him he's not who he wants the world to portray to be, or to think that he is. He ain't that, yo. Why would Vitalik Buterin, why would Changpeng Zhao, why would these people, for example, who's supposed to be quote unquote his peers, why would they, can you imagine they, even though it's different, but still, you're in crypto, these are pioneers. Could you imagine if they issued a message? Vitalik can cook. That dude, when he's on one, he's on one. He don't care. He'll speak his mind. I've seen it over the years. The dude will just put everybody and anybody in this place. He don't give a F. And he'll dump on your head behind that shit too. Why would a person like Vitalik would say something like X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z? Because you know he wouldn't. But we're going to just, for argument's sake, say this. Why would he say something like, yo, this and that, something centralized, this and that, you got some centralization going on, this and that, you should probably change your decentralized focus and go into a centralized boom, boom, boom. And then an influencer who's not even at the level of, let's say, you know, whatever, one of the more popular guys who built their channel, like Ivan on Tech or whatever, who's not even there, who has a tenth, maybe even a 100th the amount of followers, a tenth, let's give it, be generous. And for somebody to say to Vitalik, oh, Vitalik, you wildin'. Vitalik, apologize. You need to apologize. And would Vitalik, would he not cook the living crap out of this person on the internet, on Twitter? Or would he just say, oh, everybody, such and such influencer, you know, I given some thought, and that influencer is right. Thank you, influencer. That shit don't add up. What's up, Z in the building? That don't add up. You think Changpeng Zhao, a man who was thrown in jail last year, did 4 months, came out, paid a $4 billion ticket. He says something, if he says something and someone in the community who streams and talks about Binance and support everything Binance, a little old streamer who in their mind think there's some kind of Binance celebrity, like over here, these people here are so engrossed, they think they're celebrities. Meanwhile, nobody cares. Meanwhile, people in the community don't even care, but they think they're celebrities because they got 50,000 followers and shit like that. Weird. Anyway, you think of someone in the community who supports Binance did a stream and just said, hey, Changpeng Zhao, you need to apologize. You think Changpeng Zhao would give a F? But the Pulse Chain founder did, because the influencer leveraged his whatever against the founder enough to have the founder respond in less than 48 hours and give him the quote unquote apology that he demanded. Bruh. That's an example of historical event and my commentary on the state of affairs of things that's happening on Pulse, yo. Not exactly to simple detail, etc., but the cabal got the founder by the balls, and the cabal is what's wielding, the cabal of grifters are what's wielding everything taking place right now. Regardless if you want to think that this marketing campaign is supposed to distract people, make them look away in another direction, while the founder wakes up and says, you know what, I'm going to push the right buttons to produce green candles for the market or not. These grifters got him by the balls because he doesn't call them out when they do bad shit and they steal from the people. He doesn't call them out. Like I said, when you do nothing, that's doing something. And especially when you were a big mouth exposing scammers. This is what he was known to do. It's documented. And you don't do it for people who are doing it on your own chain. And I'm not talking about just anybody. I'm talking about people you know and you've talked about publicly. And it's okay though. They get a pass. They could get away with it. That's fine. That's fine. They get apologies. Or not even apologies. They're ingratiated with thanks publicly. Like, that's weird. That's just weird. And then these mentally fragile individuals are being taken advantage of. They get lost in between all of this. -0 fire emoji. What's going on? Why is it like that? Why do y'all want to remain in a state of subjugation in that level? Why do you do that? Just let these characters, because that's all they are, let them perform while you live your life. Let them carry on or whatever. Because guess what? We're not here to change people. We can't change people. What we can do is change how we respond to things that happen to us, around us. How we respond is what makes the difference. How we react is what makes the difference. What we can do is highlight the BS too. What we can do is emphasize, highlight the questionable behaviors. All we could do is modify our own behavior though. But what we can do while we're modifying and improving on ourselves and our lives and what we do, we could also highlight the shit that's going on. That's absolute shit, because that's affecting our bottom line. No. You can't pretend like this has no effect on your pockets, on your investments. No, why can't we call stuff out? Why can't you identify and raise questions about, yo, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be a founder. This is what you do. Now you have the cabal, you have these groups of individuals, this gaggle of people doing bad things, and they have just nothing but dominion, wide dominion, and you don't even call it out. That means you're a part of the situation. What else could it mean? It means that he don't matter. It's about, I don't care if you grifting it. It's like he doesn't even care if there's grifting taking place to the maximum level from his own team or fake team. As long as there's some kind of attention, as long as there's some type of attention, being pointed or steered towards the chain. Because we understand, look at the layer one, look at Solana. All this stuff that Solana's known for, these memes and consistent grifts. I mean, that's just grift chain. But Solana still did well versus the fork copy of Ethereum. You see how these people like, you know, but you're not going to talk about the real. They're not going to talk about it. They're going to get on a conference and tell you some other stuff about hopium and staking. Still going to have that conversation. Meanwhile, things are down and to the right and not address things that can be affecting and have an impact and have had an impact for the last 2.5 years. Have had an adverse impact on the performance of price. His last video, he said, he called the people sell pressure because after a while, the shit made no sense no more. It didn't have to really take this long. Why did it take this long? It's because of all the variables involved, all the suppression of pricing, all the launching of garbage coins, all the consistent selling and extracting of value, all the liquidity pulling and all kinds of trash taking place. It didn't have to take this long, bro. There's no SEC to talk about anymore. So you can't blame it on a court case. But what you could say too still, unfortunately, is about a damn red notice. You could still talk about that. That's crazy too. But hey, what the red notice got to do with this chain? You're seeing some stuff. Who knows? It might have everything to do with it too. Who knows? I might have it all wrong. But what I don't have wrong is the fact that he didn't call out bad actors that he once supported, who've done bad things that he once talked about, supported, had streams with publicly. He ain't calling them out for doing shenanigans and taking money from the people. Maybe the lick was too small. Maybe $80,000 was not enough to talk about. Let him eat. Let the grifters eat. Oh, you got an $80,000 for some signatures? Okay. Oh, you got another $80,000 for launching a bum ass coin? Oh, you did another sacrifice and you got however 120,000, this and that. I'll let y'all eat. Oh, you let them eat because it's not 120 million, right? It's not 8 million, 80 million, 100,000. Oh, that's nothing. 80,000, that's nothing. Let you eat, bro. Yo, go eat. I don't care. Right. Because the amount is too small. Is it that? 80,000, that's a salary for some people, man. 80,000, that's two, two people make less than 40, less than half that, and have to live off that, bro. That's still money. Right? Right? That's still a nice chunk. Who couldn't use that? Hey, yeah, please. These people, bro, fake. -0 in the building says, and the grift goes on. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And how do you battle the grift? Remain alert, remain enlightened, so you can identify the grift. You know? Remain alert, remain aware, remain vigilant, so you can see and identify the grifts, identify the schemes, identify the scams, identify the problems, so you don't have to expose yourself to some shit and then regret later. And unfortunately, this whole chain, the situation on this chain is all, it's more, there are more grifts than not. When you put yourself in a position where you cannot, and I refuse to believe that he can't This dude has the loudest big mouth. They just eccentric and obnoxious. Will talk all kinds of trash to people. We got no basis, like cringe. This dude will talk some sexual shit with women on TV, just super cringe. Like, you got no riz whatsoever, no real. I mean, come on, man, no sidewalk fare, just to get reactions and shock and think it's cool. Corny. We'll talk all this junk, and all of a sudden now you can't call out craziness that's taking place on the chain. You just put blanket statements like everybody is just sell pressure. No. Everybody's not only sell pressure. You got grifters that creating sell pressure because they selling. After everybody gives them the money, they sell on everyone and rug, right? And then do it again over and over and over again. And call themselves being thought leaders, call themselves being influencers, call themselves telling you to apologize. And you do it. And you say nothing about that. And it's mum's the words for you. Mum's the word. Because you're scared. If you do call him out, that's going to be an implosion on the chain. You see the position he put himself in? If he calls these people out, that's going to hurt his bottom line. That's going to hurt the chain. Shit is a paradox. It's in reverse. Everything works for him in the opposite. You can't tell me it's not. You beat the SEC down and to the right. You got some shit going on with some containers, toys for tots, down and to the right. What we doing? You said the world's largest airdrop. Shit was free. Shit wasn't free. People had to sacrifice, give money. None of that was free. The opposite of everything, right? Have no expectation. Everybody expected for this shit to material. Oh no, you should have had no expectations, man. The opposite. Shit is free, but whatever is free now has no value. Whatever was free, including Hex. Hex is a copy. Hex is a copy of the original. But they want to flip it and tell you about some E-Hex, and the real Hex is on Pulse Chain. E-Hex? How? E-Hex birthed Pulse. Ethereum birthed Pulse. The fuck you talking about? It wasn't the other way around. Ethereum didn't come after Pulse. So what the fuck you talking about? See, it's the opposite. You know, that's the energy he carries. That's why the contradictions, that's why the hypocrisy, it's just interwoven, because that's part of his personality. That's why all that. And at a high level, like at a high level, you want to talk about Mensa candidate, and they playing 5-6D chess. You 6D. Hypocrisy, 6D contradiction, 6D you living in reverse. A man who's supposed to $1.6 billion you giving tree, now you can't speak. You promoted something about freedom of speech, you can't talk. Oh, blockchain is cold, blockchain, you can't talk. Everything is in reverse. Some 3-minute workout, nobody cared. And then he fucked this shit up too. Because he'll be one thing, then he'll reverse it on himself. P-Dye goes 2 billion%. Then he reversed the shit on himself 2 months later, talking about, yo, it's clip for P-Dye. Don't associate me with P-Dye. I'm going to give you 33 tweets to not associate me with P-Dye. Even though the year before prior, I gave you 7 tweets praising P-Dye, including the last one, highlighting that is the best performing free airdrop coin, 2.2 billion% price increase on that chain. What? Oh, but he didn't realize that there was a bug and that you could infinitely mint and some extractor and deflect for some Vietnam situation, and you want to have a what? Come on, bro. Hey, I'm okay. Says if roasting a dog to compliment a mashed potato disturbs us, then why roast any other gentle animal? I hear you. I hear you. Just, you know what I'm saying? Add some preservatives to that John, man. Add some ingredient. Look. He said some gravy. See, I'm telling you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's like, yo, if you can't beat them, join them. What are we doing? What is this? No. You gotta draw the line at some point, man. And I swear, I drew my line. I drew my line. And I'm looking at what I drew, and I'm looking at from afar, or not even like, because I'm still involved. Like, I try to be as objective as I can. And I'm like, oh man, this was crazy. Like what they say, GG, good game. Yeah, good game. Good game. Because you got me too. You got me. You got me. But you're not gonna keep getting me. You're not gonna keep getting me. You do one thing and it's the opposite effect. So you hear him talk some stuff, know it's the reverse. The dude will tell you and reverse it on himself too. No paid groups, no conferences. Then thank the dude for running a conference. Yo, Class 716, man. Class 716, you know what I'm saying? It got nothing to do with our age. I hear you. I'm not worried about look, some Fed, it's always been that. Everybody, you want to look at some Jerome Powell, Federal Reserve, money printer, go burr, right? You want rate cuts. It's cool. It's cool. I'm all about, like, listen, man, I don't take onus away from me. So I'm not going to say, yo, man, no, it's my fault for participating in a situation, right? If somebody want to talk to me about they're the best thing in crypto and they're here to save you, right? And you're watching the same person present consistent contradiction, and then you're going to tell me some other stuff to justify the behavior, then that's your right. That's your right. That's your right. But I'm not going to look at Jerome Powell and hold my. This is another thing. Life is going to life. Life is lifing. They say what, this month we're going to expect some rates to cut, and okay, cool. But I'm not going to hold my finger, hold my breath, because I don't trust macro. I don't trust what these people talking about. I mean, like, if he got me, right? Like DOC, if he got me, it's just, it's true. It's true. Like, he did. Because I'm like, I thought, crypto is brutal, man. And this guy did the 10,000X thing. I'm like, yo, I was wrong. Damn. Damn. All right, let me see. Let me give it a chance. Why not? But then, 4 years later, bro, You got your blockchain, bro. You got your DEX. You beat the SEC. Why you? I don't know about this Interpol business and hiding still and this and that and whatever, whatever. But life ain't fair. But you got all this thing going for you. All these things going for you. But there's more than just about all these things going for you. When you peel under the layers, you're looking at things, and I'm not in a insider group. That's just for me being involved in studying and learning about crypto. I'm not in an insider group, but I learn about human behavior and I watch how things materialize. And I'm like, yo, the math isn't mathing. You say one thing and other things are taking place. Oh, he got me. Yeah. Hiding in plain sight. You lying, pretending like, you don't communicate on Twitter, but you do. You're not on social media, but you are. People acting like they don't know where you are, but they do. They have a line. They know how to connect directly to him. They've been in communication with him the whole time. The whole time. You're watching your own people rug your community and you say nothing about it, bruh. Whether Jerome Powell decides to cut interest rates or not, whether he decides to remain in office or gets replaced by a nondescript person that's gonna, that everyone is gonna have to listen to when they speak, whether these things happen or not. I'm watching a situation here that I once believed in turn into something else. There's certain projects I believe in on the chain. I just don't believe in the founder. Because he's showing me examples of again, inconsistency. I can't, this is not it. This ain't it. Mm-mm. Clash 716. Keep being the contrarian that you walk. I appreciate contrarian perspectives, man. Just know that. And it's not a I'm not getting on you. I appreciate contrarian perspective. Like the other contrarian that I noticed very first long time ago, Black Levin in the building, but he's not in the building now, but it was Black Levin. Like it is contrarian. Woo, for sure. But that keeps me balanced, bro. You know what I'm saying? That keeps me balanced. I don't always agree with Clash 716, but I appreciate the different perspective, the other side of the situation, because everything is not one way, and I get it. Everything is not one way, and you know what? And I gotta say this too. I hope I'm wrong on so many levels, because if I am, then my family will be able to be in a better position, not just for me. If I had no one to take care of and it was just me and my cat and dog, then the three of us would be chilling. But I have obligations, right? Family, man, all that. If I turn out to be wrong and Richard just produces everything we're supposed to see on this chain, then I'll be able to look at my family and just let them know they're about to have a good experience through this. And I can be able to be in a position where we can continue and continue and continue and continue to build for the better. But if this continues the way it's been and I turn out to be like on point, that shit is gonna be crazy. That shit's gonna be crazy. And that's why I thank again Gandhiji. Before you were on the stream, bro, I was speaking about this, like Gandhiji, like this year has not been one of the best years for me at all, but that's not the point, especially in crypto. And this summer has been atrocious. But when you decided, Gandhiji, to come back with the upgrades of what you brought on the Ethereum blockchain with your project, with your NFTs, with the new contracts and the upgrades that you rolling out for the rest of this year, that was my personal like, yo, all right, there's a saving grace right here, man. Because I know what he's about and I know what he's done and I've read and studied the smart paper, and it's just what it is, man. And I thank him for that, because if it wasn't for that, I'd have been like, yo, it's over for what we got going on over here on the post chain side of things. It's over. It's over. It's over. That's why I would have been, and not to say like it's still over, because I'm giving until maybe December. Until December. Maybe for the market to, like, the end of the bull market to do its thing. Because like Pulse Chain missed it. Pulse Chain has missed it and is missing it right now. And that's annoying. That really is annoying. I've been streaming incessantly like a madman about this. I look at my old videos, there's nothing but Hex logos, Pulse Chain logos, thumbnails, colors, all these orange, purple, blue. Years and years and years. Stream and stream and stream and stream. And for what? For what? For what? Because I'm not doing this just for me. I'm doing this for my people here, my community, and the people who rock with me, who've been rocking with me this whole time. This whole time. And for what? To what? For what? A bootleg Etch-a-Sketch? This is where we're at? A bootleg Etch-a-Sketch. Oh, he said Friday one giveaway stream is an important one. Just saying. All right, copy. Copy. Roger that, bruh. Roger that. I hope you're right, Class 716, but BTC did more than a 2x. BTC did more than a 2x, bro. Between January of last year and now, BTC did more than a 2x, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Ethereum, yeah, Ethereum broke its all-time high this year, which is positive. And I get it. You said Pulse hasn't missed anything. Yeah, it's missing, bro. It's missing. In my opinion, it's missing. It's missing. While the ship is sailing, while the OG blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum broke their all-time high. Broke their all-time high, bro. Pulse chain has just been sideways, down, down, some sideways, a little bit of bump up, and then down or sideways. Like, this is, yeah, man. Oh, you talk about from the last all-time high. I get it. You're right. From the last all-time high, yes, you're right. I didn't do a 2x, but the 120x is sexy as fuck. No, it's not 120x. 120,000. 120,000 is crazy. Yeah, you're right. We didn't touch 140K. You're right. I'm thinking about from January when it touched what 20K, 15 to 20. Damn. The cheapest I've seen Bitcoin when I got in was $1,000. Damn, that's true. Ether's done a 2x since I announced the NFT collection. Man, man, that NFT collection, bro. Like that NFT, man. If things look, bro, things happen for a reason, man. That collection, bro. I'm glad that collection is out. Like people gotta learn something. That like, and folks don't want to learn, but it's okay. The thing that the 2x is the NFT collection was announced on its own, and when you look at long term, it does. Long term has definitely has merit and benefit and needs to be respected. It does. But people here, y'all, people here switched it. They switched the activity, not really emphasize long term. The long term outlook will always be there, but people have just been grifting to get paid right now, daily, regular, sell, 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 more than they buy. Sell, sell, sell. Like it's just, man. Mm. Well, good people, thank you for rocking with me, man. We put 2 hours in this John. 2 hours, man. Wow, it's long. I gotta make some moves. I need y'all to enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your morning, rest of your afternoon, rest of your evening, rest of your night. You know, and we're gonna see what it does. Remain vigilant, remain healthy, and take care of yourselves and your loved ones. You know. Of course, I didn't do a sacrifice on my glasses. If I have the belief that I can ask, if I have the belief that I can do it, I shall acquire the capacity to do it, even if I may not have it in the beginning. Mahatma Gandhi. And with that, people, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.